Yo, what's good YouTube? It's J Rich TV from 2Time Man back at it again with another My Team video. And today we got a My Team gameplay on this 94 overall diamond Inferno J.R. Smith. And already looking at the card, honestly I looked at his stats already. They look very similar to the pink diamond one you locked in for in season 1. And today we're going to be answering the question, is he just as good as the lock-in one that went for over a million MT in season 1? So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into J.R. Smith's stats. So this J.R. Smith diamond card has 95 overall offense, 93 overall defense. He's 6'6", 220 pounds. And then looking at his attributes, he has an 89 mid-range, a 96 open shot 3. So basically with a coach boost, that's a 99 open shot 3. You don't even have to apply a shoe. He has an 85 free throw, 95 driving dunk, which is insane for JR. I mean, I'm not shocked either though. 86 ball hand on this JR. 88 pass IQ, 80 pass accuracy, 89 steal, which is very good for J.R. Smith. 88 perimeter defense, so he can hold his own on defense. Not the best rebounding stats, but I mean he's a shooting guard. 90 speed off rip, 86 speed with ball, so he can definitely move and groove off the dribble. 90 excel, a 95 vertical, 94 stamina, which is huge on next gen. He also has 91 lateral quickness, 85 defensive consistency, 95 offensive consistency, and a 94 shot IQ. And then looking at his badges, he comes with 8 Hall of Fame badges, which is very good nice for a diamond card. There's some pink diamonds that only have like 9 or 10 Hall of Fame badges, so that's very good. 22 gold. He comes with Hall of Fame highlight film, which is also the same as an equivalent to Showtime on current gen. Hall of Fame posterizer, circus threes, which is not a shocker for JR. If you've seen him, you know how JR plays in real life. He always takes crazy shots. Hall of Fame deep threes, Hall of Fame sniper, which is nice for those who use the shot stick. You can really get busy with him. Hall of Fame tireless shooter, so even if he doesn't have a lot of stamina, he can still green shots and score and do his thing. Hall of Fame volume shooter. Then we're getting to his gold badges. He comes with gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, gold difficult shots, ankle breaker, acrobat, gold clamps, which is very nice. The fact that he comes with that, you don't have to spend extra MT on that. Same goes for this gold interceptor badge, a gold tireless defender, anti-freeze. He also comes with the gold downhill, gold quick first step, anti handles, and unpluckable, gold ankle braces, and he comes with the stop and pop. And then silver badges, he has pick dodger, chase down artist, and clutch defender. So without further ado, let's go and take this J.R. Smith into freestyle. I can show you his jump shot, his half court 6, his full court 6, his hot zones, and then we'll go and hop into some triple threat online games, and I'll get my final thoughts on this card. So looking at this J.R. Smith, I mean, if you use J.R. Smith in any My Team, you already know how his jump shot looks. Very quick release, is smooth as butter. Look at all his hot zones. He pretty much has hot zones everywhere on the court. And this J.R.'s jump shot, you can see it is cash money. I mean, the man can shoot off the dribble. It's J.R. Smith. If you use any J.R. Smith in any My Team, probably since 2K15, 16, you know how J.R. Smith gets down. Corner specialist, easy catch and shoots. I mean, this J.R. Smith, like, his release is butter. That's a big green right there. Look at this J.R. Smith's release. Then looking at his half-court dribble 6, he had not the best behind the back, but it can still create enough space for him to get open and get his shot off. Look at that. You can shoot that off of behind the back. Leaner wise, he doesn't have the best leaner, but as you can see, it's not like a Hito Turkoglu type, but it's green. Like, this leaner is actually cash money. This J.R. Smith has it all. He has the defensive attributes and badges that you want. Has that Hall of Fame range extender, which is the same. That literally is the same badge that made the J.R. Smith card so good on the pink diamond one that you had to lock in for in season 1. You can see this J.R. Smith can pull from here without takeover, no problem. J.R. Smith pulling from there, another green. He can shoot that far, having that half range. So let's go and look at some of his full court dribble 6. He also feels decently fast with the ball. He has a very nice behind the back. That's similar to the Giannis Magic Johnson type behind the back. Showtime dunks, as you can see, J.R. Smith really has it all. This card so far is looking like he's not that much off from the pink diamond you had to spend over a million MT for. And I bought this card on the auction house for around 45 to 50k MT, and this price is probably only going to keep going down. So without further ado, let's go and take J.R. Smith to some triple threat online games, and I'll get my final thoughts on the card. Let's see if he can actually do his thing against online opponents. Alright, so hopping into our first triple threat game, we already got a game fast. Let's see if JR can do his thing. It's looking like he's going to be matched up to this Jerry and Grant card from yesterday, the Diamond Moments one. J.R. Smith also has one of the best player builds you can at the shooting guard in my team. Good wingspan too for this card. I mean, he's tall, can defend, do his things. He looks way taller than 6'6". So, look at JR on the steal, plucking that right from Ralph. All the way throws it down. This JR, so I'm telling you, the fact that he comes with that gold clamps and that gold interceptor is huge. J.R. Smith's going to keep doing his thing. He must not know JR can pull from there. Bow! Look at J.R. Smith, the Henny guy. Look at J.R. Smith, the Henny man out here doing his thing. That's a big green. He's double teaming. It doesn't matter. Look at J.R. Smith on the leaner. J.R. Smith out here doing his thing. Easy still. JR the Henny man. Bow. Look at J.R. Smith. Anything is possible when you have this J.R. Smith card on your team. He's out here doing his thing. J.R. Smith on a rebound. Another leader. Look at J.R. Smith. This man is going crazy. So far, I never really used the pink diamond, but I saw the gameplays on him. This card is literally probably the same exact card as that pink diamond. And I mean, I saw the stats. It literally has similar stats minus like 1 or 2 badges. So for what you need J.R. Smith to do is to shoot threes, play defense, and just be able to dunk and just be a really good fun card. This JR is definitely going to be worth the MT. He's only about 50k. He's just as good as the pink diamond. That was over $1 million MT to lock in season 1. Look at JR all the way to the basket. Doesn't matter. This card is so good. Look at this J.R. Smith. He'll definitely be staying on my team too. I'm a huge J.R. Smith is always one of my favorite cards in my team, and the fact that this one is just as good as that pink diamond and he's 45 to 50k, he's a must purchase card. Look at that steal right there by Curry. J.R. leaner green. Bow. Look at J.R. Smith, and now he has that takeover. We're gonna see if we can shoot from beyond half court with this card to end this game. But this J.R. is absolutely incredible. I can already tell you too, this card is way better than a diamond over. That 94 overall, he plays more like a pink diamond for real. Look at JR from deep for the win. Contested. Bow. 52% covered, don't even matter. We're going to go and hop into one more triple threat online game, and then I'll get my final thoughts on the Henny guy, J.R. Smith. Alright, so we're going to go and hop into our second triple threat online game now. See if J.R. Smith can keep doing his thing, and then I'll go and get my final thoughts on his diamond 94 overall Inferno, J.R. Smith. And we got a game. Let's see if he can keep doing his thing online. Alright, so it's looking like J.R. Smith is matched up to this new Inferno Michael Porter Jr. So this would be a great matchup for him. He's playing way too up. JR to the basket, throws it down. Look at J.R. Smith. Not only can he shoot, but he also has a 95 driving dunk with that slashing ability, as you can see. J.R. Smith is doing his thing. JR leaner. Got it to go. Look at J.R. Smith. We're going to see if we can go and come back and win this game. This dude is trying absolutely too hard. Holy moly. JR from deep. Bow. Look at J.R. Smith, man. Look at J.R. Smith out here doing his thing. The Henny man. The Henny man himself. Mid-range stop and pop green. Look at J.R. Smith. He's out here greening leaners, mid-range leaners. His card does it all, I'm telling you. We're down. Let's see if we can get a stop and we can still try to win this game. J.R. Smith got him jumping. That's a green by J.R. Smith. Let's get it. This game's not over yet. Alright, so we lost that game, but as you can see, J.R. Smith is still one of the top shooting guards in the game right now, and honestly, he's not that much worse than the pink diamond one, like from series 1 that costs over $1 million MT to lock in. So I'm going to go to my final thoughts for this J.R. Smith card, and that'll be the video. So for my final thoughts for this 94 overall Diamond Inferno J.R. Smith, in my opinion right now, he's probably a top, I would say 5 to 6 shooting guard in the game right now, especially given his price. And in my opinion, he's just as good as the pink diamond one. I said it throughout the entire video, but he's just as good as the pink diamond one that people locked in for in season 1 that was over $1 million MT. This card on the auction house when I bought him was going for about 45,000 to 50,000 MT. He's definitely worth buying and purchasing for your team. For some people's teams, this card could be a starter. How good he is, the fact he has that Hall of Fame range, he has really good defensive stats, he can create his own shot and dunk. So for my overall rating for this card out of 10, I would give him probably a 9.5 to 9.7 out of 10. But if you stayed this long and watched the entire video, I really appreciate all the love and support. We're going to keep grinding, man. Y'all take care, man. Peace.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe and leave a like down below. Right now only 4% of our viewers are subbed, so once again please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any new videos. Peace.